Hey everybody, here's the Gootz cast for what is it? Oh yeah, it's May 13th, 2020. I'm here with Ashley Martins. Ashley, how are you?
I am lovely. How are you today, Ray?
I'm good. It's a nice day out in Astoria. I went for a little walk and I got the place that had aki, whatever the fuck it's called. The Aussie bowls, is that what they call them?
Oh, acai bowls. Yeah.
Acai bowls. They were open. They were closed, I guess, because they were hiding from Corona. They were open today, so I ate healthy today, which was good. That was nice.
Amazing. Congrats.
Yeah.
I can't wait to go on my walk too. And actually, fun fact, today is my half birthday.
Oh, when's your birthday's in October,
November
right?
13th.
Oh, I should know that.
Exactly.
And how old are you gonna be?
6 months away.
How old are you gonna be this November?
24.
Oh wow. Okay.
Old.
Wow, I'm gonna know you 8 years.
That's
I
a
met
long
you.
time.
I met you when you were 16. Sorry, I thought the dog was licking vomit. Are you just licking the floor? Okay, sorry about that. No, just licking
You
the
just
floor.
have vomit laying on your floor?
No, I thought
Ray,
he vomited and then ate
Oh.
it.
I was gonna say, Ray, I thought you said you just cleaned before we got on
I
here.
did. No. What they do is they'll vomit and then immediately eat it because they think it's free food.
That's
what
so
dogs-
nasty.
So I'm just making sure, but she's just licking the rug. That's all she's doing. So.
Oh, okay, good. Better.
Yeah, so
I
I guess she's
think.
cleaning it. I don't know. Who knows? These dogs are so weird. Hey, today we're going to talk about The Strain. That was the show we watched. It's Quarantine and Chill with Ashley every Wednesday. Ashley, what did you think of The Strain?
It was very unsettling, which I
It's
think
very
is good.
similar to what's going on right now, right?
Yes, and I think that's why I was almost really unsettled by it.
Yeah.
Because I was like, oh my God, like, is this how the corona happened? Is this how the corona happened? And then is everybody going to turn into a zombie if they had it? Who knows?
Mm-hmm.
Just kidding. I know the corona does not work like that.
Hopefully,
but it was
not yet. Not yet.
Who knows? Maybe if it is a conspiracy theory like people think, maybe someone's just going to like flip a switch and then everybody that had it or has some sort of strain of it just, goes all out zombie mode.
Yeah. Well, they're already zombie mode on Facebook and Instagram and all their stupid fucking conspiracy theories, but whatever. What are you going to do?
I thought it was really good.
It was really good. I'm going to spoil your verdict. Do you want to watch more of it?
Ooh, I think I do, but I feel like I have to be in the mood for it. Like, I'd wish like Corona wasn't happening right now.
See, I enjoyed it more because of Corona.
Really?
Yeah, because now I feel like I guarantee you when the show was on the air and people were acting like idiots and not listening to the government, people are probably watching me. That's so stupid. Why wouldn't they listen? And now, like, I'll be more forgiving of the fact that if the public doesn't listen to like the main character and they just get slaughtered by vampires, I'm gonna be like, oh yeah, that totally would happen. Because now I'm like, oh, people are that stupid,
See, I feel like this is gonna be one of those shows, like as a joke, people are gonna like tell like their offspring one day, like, hey, little Johnny, this is what happened in 2020.
So real quick to recap, the pilot of The Strain has a plane coming from, I guess, Europe.
I think it was Berlin.
Berlin, yes. And there's, I guess, a vampire. Like the stewardess finds a vampire in the plane. The plane lands and everybody is like basically dead. Some people come back to life. The CDC has people sequestered. Meanwhile, there's an old man, looks like he's a vampire hunter, trying to tell them not to let the coffin escape the airport. Some Spanish kid who's ghetto, because that's what we all are. He's ghetto. Takes the coffin and drives it into New York City, Manhattan, and then like there's these already vampires already there being like, oh, we're gonna take over the city, and that's how it ends. I did think that they made the CDC look very badass, and now that we know them, they're pretty fucking useless.
I know.
The world. Yeah.
Yeah, that's how I feel too. But yeah, they seem like they have like such cool jobs. They go in with hazmat suits everywhere.
Yeah, he's like barking orders. Meanwhile, it's like the real CDC. They just seem like a bunch of wimps in the real world.
Mm-hmm. And it's like interesting too how they also like included the F or whatever. How they try to include like his like family ties too.
Oh yeah.
But part of me is like, is that gonna really like stick with the series?
I guarantee you that wife's gonna be calling him every 3 seconds, be like, I just wish it, but everyone in the city is dying of this disease. Just stop worrying about your job and come home. The kid has a play.
Guaranteed the first person that's like a character that's gonna have it is, well, first of all, the coroner, because he already got attacked. But I think it's gonna be the dopey boyfriend.
Yes.
That she has. Because it's like, of course it's gonna be him. And then he's gonna like F or whatever is gonna be like, see, I was the superior man for you, and
Yeah, he's
like
gonna give like a villain speech. It's 4 seasons. It's already over, so you could watch the whole thing in one. I don't know, one sitting, but you could probably watch it in a week. So that's the good thing.
really,
Yeah, it's over already. So I
they're not
wonder
making
how.
any more.
No, it ended 2017, I think. 14, 15. Yeah, 17.
They literally predicted the coronavirus.
They did it, and it's kind of scary how like so many things that happen on these, like just the people like blowing it off is not a big deal. I love the speech he gives to the guy about the virus. I feel like that's a great speech to give to so many people who don't think this is, a virus doesn't care about, because so many people are trying to make this a Democrat Republican issue. And it was great when he goes to the guy, he goes, the virus doesn't give a shit about your political affiliation. It doesn't care about religion or geography. He's just going to come and get you. And I thought that was a really cool speech.
Well, also too, like, I don't understand why they were just kind of like dismissing the old guy. It's like, okay, clearly this man knows what he's doing, but then like they're literally talking
Well,
to
we're
him like he's
dismissing
stupid.
Dr. Fauci, so it's kind of like, I mean, literally every time these characters act like idiots, I'm not mad at it. I think I would be mad in 2014 if I watched this when it was on.
Mm-hmm.
And now I'm just like, yeah, that's what people would do. So
yeah, people are kind of like, sure, yeah. Whatever. You
whatever.
Okay.
I saw a YouTube video by Game Over Girl says it's fake.
Game Over Girl says it's fake, then it has to be fake.
It has to be fake. There you go. Pepper said it was fake.
It was actually like the beginning of the episode. I did not believe the flight attendant, like the first guy that was like telling the woman like, come back here, like there's something underneath the plane. I thought that was kind of like a little much. I didn't really believe the guy at first, and then like but like as the episode progressed, I'm like, oh, like this is actually good and getting interesting. No, but I was really captivated by it. And I also too, like, I don't know if I want to watch this at night. It kind of scared me. I'd want it in like broad daylight with the windows open.
It's interesting how the vampires get you too. Like they have like, looks like they have like these little worms in their fingers rather than they bite you.
Oh, it skeeved me out when the coroner like had one stuck to his palm.
Yeah, that was different.
And he like took tweezers and like that hurt my soul seeing that go down. I was like, oh, because I hate not that I hate doctor shows. I have nothing wrong with them. However, I get a little skeeved out when it comes to like, needles or surgery. But yeah, when I saw him like pull that out and I saw blood, I was like, ugh. It was also cool effect seeing the one guy like in the autopsy with like his whole like body completely open. That looked realistic.
That was crazy. It was crazy bloody for a show on cable TV. Originally it was on cable TV. Now it's on Hulu.
Oh, really? What was it on before?
It was on FX.
Okay.
But it was like really bloody and like the horror was pretty good. And I like the fact that it's a cross between like a medical drama and like an old school vampire movie.
Yeah. And it's cool because it's, like I feel like it gives it a little bit more mystery too.
Yeah, it's not just straight up
like
vampires, that there's these weird, and the CDC's involved and stuff.
Yeah, and I like how the show's a continuation of everything too. Like it's not just, because I feel like a lot of either the doctor shows or like NCIS or whatever, it's all like new cases each time, whereas this one I feel like is a lot more like methodical.
Yeah, well the thing about it is like I think the vampires start taking over New York City, so.
What a great place to start with an epidemic.
I know. Yeah, that's the other thing too. I think like it just overtakes New York City, the pandemic, and that's what we're happening right now. It's gonna be interesting to watch. They should do a sequel series where I assume he defeats the vampires at the end of the series. I'm assuming, but the guy's like, "Whew, I defeat the vampires in 2017. Now I can relax." And then Corona shows up, and it's the same shit, and he's like running across the country. No, I just did this with the vampires.
F would literally take on the role of the old guy. And be like, I told you all about this, and you didn't listen.
Yeah. They should do the Strain Part 2 Corona. I think that'd be a good series. This is all over. When this is all over.
I just didn't like how the show was so long. And maybe I looked it up.
I think it was because it was the pilot.
Okay. Yeah, I looked it up. Like the pilot was 70-some minutes. So it's fine. I needed to get the whole premise of everything. So I was okay with that. But then I guess the rest of the shows are 39 to 44 minutes. And I'm like, okay, those are okay.
Yeah.
Those are doable.
I think they had a lot to set up so that they could just go. I think they wanted to those first episodes, they got to hook you in, and they hooked me in. I feel like if they left anything out, I would have been like, whatever. Although it is like, your daughter, they tell you, hey, your daughter's dead. And you're like, oh my God, she's dead. I can't believe she's dead. And then you go home. I guess you don't claim the body. I don't know. You go home and she comes to the door and she looks like she's dead. And you're like, oh, you're back and everything's fine. I guess you just haven't had any sons since Why did she go to Berlin by herself too? Why would you send your daughter?
I'm wondering if it was like maybe like the mom lives in Berlin and like she was flying the daughter home to visit her dad. But still, like, I thought kids that young usually get an escort.
Yeah. Well, what if here's I mean, I haven't seen the show, any other episode, but what if the father sent her to Germany to become a vampire? That's why she was on the plane alone. And that's why he's happy to see her. What if it's not he's stupid? He actually wanted his daughter to become a vampire.
But he looks kind of dopey for that, though.
He does, yeah, he does. He's like, oh, my daughter. Like, they always have the parent look like an idiot in a horror movie. Oh, my kid's back. The kid has like horns.
I'm wondering too, like, I feel as though with this guy, I think like what the show didn't, like what it kind of left off with is like, I think the girl is then going to attack. But then they had that whole like monologue at the end where it was like, love is the strongest force. So I'm wondering if like the daughter's going to restrain herself.
No, I think
you don't think
the daughter's going to fuck him up. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
But also, like, how creepy is that? The little girl's like, I'm cold. And like you said, like hasn't seen the sun. So it's like, sure, I guess you are cold, but like you also do not look like yourself. But what would have happened too if like, he didn't let her in, like would she have bust the door down? And also he is in Queens and he leaves his door unlocked. Is that a typical thing that happens?
Sometimes no, it used to, but no, not in 2014. It wasn't.
Okay.
Yeah. But he's pretty stupid. I mean, he's ready to like, I guess what if his like, I guess it's just my daughter's new complexion. She looks like a dead body. Whatever. The sun in Berlin wasn't very flattering to her skin, but you know what? We'll make it work.
It wasn't very flattering. She should have gone a little bit more south. It's fine. Maybe it was winter time. A storm.
She's probably going through puberty early. Whatever. It's fine. It's cool. It's my baby. Whatever. It's my kid. I can't front. I can't.
Well, but I'm wondering too, like, even if we were in that situation, like, that is your child ultimately. So, like, I feel like I would have done something similar and let my child in the house. Well, granted, he didn't let her in the house. She just walked right in because apparently all the doors are unlocked.
Yeah. So it was just. I'm almost done with Pretty Little Liars.
Congrats!
I got 19 episodes. They did a time jump in season 6, where they went 5 because no show wants to deal with college. They just want to go, and then they act like people your age are like fucking ancient.
Yeah,
and they really do. Even on this show, they're like, but anyway, I'm getting old. What are you talking about? If you ever say that, I'm gonna throw you off a cliff.
Okay, I won't. Sorry, I take back what I said earlier.
Did you say you're getting old?
I was like, I'm old, but I said it right when I was like, I'm turning 24.
Okay, yeah. That's still, yeah. They act like people at 24 is basically, okay, that's it, your life's over. Yeah, you're 4 good years in high school, and now you better like have a kid or kill yourself. I don't know, but anyway, so she's 24. Anyway, but like I hate when shows do this because this would never happen. Like they all had boyfriends for the entire series, and then they switch boyfriends after the time. Like, yeah, one girl and like.
Oh, is that what we were talking?
Hello?
Oh, sorry. I think that like kind of cut out.
Yeah,
is that what we were talking about before where it was like how these shows, like their friend groups literally are like incestual with like the same guys or girls, whatever.
Yeah.
Like, oh, we switched and it's okay. We're all still friends.
Yeah, it's one of that. It's one of that where like, and it just feels wrong because like, like, I'm dating, like, she goes to her ex-boyfriend, the girls. I'm dating, Spencer's dating Hannah's ex-boyfriend who, like, they moved to New York together. And she goes to her ex-boyfriend. I'm dating, Caleb. Is that okay? And, like all angry. And I would be like, no, it's not okay. This is fucking weird. If I would go to Hannah, I'd be like, can you believe our 2 awful friends did this? Like, this is fucking bizarre. And but they all, like, have to be cool. Oh, well, as long as you're happy, fuck being happy. That's weird. I don't care what anyone says.
I think it's just a fact of the show is just not having enough money to hire.
They don't want to hire actors. Yeah, they don't want to hire new actors. Yeah, and so everyone is just be cool.
Speaking of which, I was thinking of that for nice. Speaking of which, I was thinking of that for this show. I was like, they hired so many freaking people for all of the people on the plane. Like, they must have paid so much money just for actors.
Yeah. Well, they probably like, the pilot, you have to sell the pilot to the network, so they probably like had to make it look really impressive. It felt like a movie. It didn't feel like a TV series. Yeah.
It did, and I was scared as I was watching it. I was like, what is going to happen? Are these worm things? Like, is this what the coronavirus is? Just kidding. I know it's not. But...
No, it is. It's going to get worse. We're all going to die. Hey, so you would watch this show?
Yeah, I would watch it again. In daylight. I would recommend it daylight.
I think I'm going to once I'm done with Pretty Little Liars, I'm going to get on the train. I liked it. Last week, it didn't promote Midnight Gospel that much because its fans are weirdos. So I really don't actually want that many views. I realized when we were on the Twitter, I'm like, I don't want to get like nasty comments. So I know we did get a nasty comment, just so you know. So that's why. But I'm going to promote this. I'm going to promote this one.
I think this one will be good. But smart move to not promote Midnight Gospel.
Yeah, I think those people are weird. What should we do next week? What is this? What service do you want to take a look at? Netflix? Hulu?
Well, I know like Outer Banks is now like a really big show. Like my sisters are now watching it. My roommate watched it. But I don't know if we want to do mainstream.
What's Outer Banks? Is that a scripted show or reality?
It's a scripted show. It's like all these kids in the Outer Banks, and they're rich, and I guess they're got in some sort of trouble. I think there's a gold exchange.
Is this Netflix or Hulu?
Netflix.
All right, how does Netflix approve all these fucking shows?
I don't know. But like apparently with this show, so they film it in South Carolina, and I guess whoever's the scriptwriter like did not know their geography at all, because supposedly, so my roommate's good friend from home, this isn't a spoiler or anything. My roommate's good friend from home already like watched the whole thing, and she was saying that I guess according to the show, they took a ferry boat from the Outer Banks to to Chapel Hill, North Carolina, which makes no sense. Chapel Hill, North Carolina is inland.
Wow.
So I'm like, they already don't even know what the hell they're talking about with this show. So
they showed Astoria in the beginning of The Strain, and I was like, I've never seen any part of Astoria look like that ever in my life. Like they're in this grand office building. I'm like, where in Astoria would this be? This is like, it was just really weird. Remember he went to go counseling?
Yeah.
It just looks like they're having counseling in an opera house. I was like, there's no, fuck that. But it was weird. But that's a lot of these shows. So let's do Outer Banks next week. Fuck it. I've never even heard of this thing. So
yeah, it's a fairly new show. Like there's only one season on Netflix right now.
Okay, there won't be another season because they'll all be dead. But
who knows? They're all gonna contract this strain, the coronavirus, and then God forbid there's gonna be another season.
Yeah, no, that's good. So we'll do that. I have tried. The other thing too is I'm trying to find younger people for the Disney podcast, because now I'm getting into. I'm in the year 2000 right now.
Okay.
And I was in my 20s, so all the movies from the 90s were kind of like my childhood, but these weren't. And it's just hard. I don't know that many people who were like kids or young teenagers in their early 2000s. I'm talking like from 2000 to 2009. Like comedians.
Yeah,
I know a lot of regular people. What?
I'm just a regular person? No, just kidding. Yeah. No, I was not a teen in that.
What year were you born again?
96.
Okay, yeah.
I was not a teenager at that point.
Yeah, but you like if I could find people that are comedians that are your age that were kids during that era, because I think that's probably like their childhood, which was going to see movies like Brother Bear,
right?
Chicken Little. And what were the other movies back then? Lilo and Stitch. Although everybody loves that movie.
I know. What was the other one you said? The second one. You said Brother Bear. And then which other one?
Chicken Little.
No, the other one.
Lilo and Stitch.
So good. Chicken Little was so good.
Yeah, Chicken Little is actually pretty good. I was surprised how good that was when I watched it.
I think we went to McDonald's and got like one of the toys from the Chicken Little movie.
Oh, really? Yeah, that's pretty funny. It holds up. It's really good. It's really well done. Yeah, I like that one. I thought I was going to hate it. Bolt sucked. Bolt was a big piece of shit.
Oh, I watched bits and pieces of that one. I didn't really spend too much time watching that.
Miley Cyrus already sounds like she's on drugs in that movie. Like she has that raspy voice.
Oh, she played the girl, right?
Yeah, but she's young when she filmed it, but she still has that raspy like old lady voice.
I feel like I still have to watch the Demi Lovato, whatchamacallit, documentary, because I think she explains that like all the like Disney stars were like on drugs.
Oh, I gotta watch that.
Or maybe
Nickelodeon, they're all fucked up too. So
yikes. I hope not now, but like I don't know.
well,
I
I don't
haven't
even
kept
think
up with
there's
those
really
shows.
no more kid stars in Nickelodeon, right? I think they're all doing reality shows on Nickelodeon and cartoons again, and SpongeBob. They just rerun that like 97 times a day. They don't put any effort into the sketch. Some of these cable channels, I'm like ridiculousness is always on MTV, and I'm like, why do people pay for this?
I cannot stand ridiculousness. More specifically, I cannot stand the woman on that show. Her laugh drives me up a wall.
I just feel
cannot
like
stand it.
her and Rob are trapped in this studio for all time, and they can never leave, and they just have to watch these videos because how many episodes of that? Like my friend Christina was staying with me, and I'm like, watch, I bet you Ridiculous is on, and I go to MTV, and that's on. It's like, can people really? One day we counted, they had Ridiculous on from Friday on 2 until Monday at 5 a.m. And I'm like, are people really watching that show that much? Like, how can you watch that show that much?
I'm wondering if like these cable channels like are kind of just throwing up garbage right now because they know everybody's going to the streaming services, and I'm wondering if they're just like throwing up all that stuff and they have like something in the works in the background.
I don't know. Well, I gave up cable, but then I got Sling so I could watch Raw and the other wrestling shows for my wrestling review or my the other days of the podcast. And now I have MTV. I don't have Nickelodeon, which is weird. I got MTV, VH1, but Comedy Central, but I don't have Nickelodeon. But I have Teen Nick. This is what gets even weirder. I have Teen Nick, Nicktoons, and Nick Jr., but not Nickelodeon. Isn't that weird?
Huh.
Yeah, but
I guess what's even the difference? Like, what do they put on all these other ones? I mean, I understand.
Teen Nick is all the shows where you can get arrested because you're like, oh my god, all those girls are hot. But
Okay.
Teen Nick is like Thundermans,
Is all that on there?
Game Chasers, Victorious.
Okay.
iCarly, who like iCarly's like, I'm like a huge fan of hers. So
You're a huge fan.
yeah, I think she's really hot. iCarly, yeah. But I mean, she's 27 now, so it's not weird. Okay, that's it.
Right. That's true.
Yeah. All right. When she was 15, it was weird, but that's besides the point. But yeah, like iCarly. But you know who else is attractive? The girl on Thundermans is attractive. That girl.
I don't know if I've seen that.
It's a horrible show, but she's really attractive. I'm like surprised she's not bigger. Like she's not doing more things.
Who's the actress?
Kira. I'll show you a picture of her.
Okay.
Kira something. Hold on.
It's not a new show, is it?
No, they canceled it. It was a new show. I think it started in 2015. They canceled it like a year or two ago.
Okay.
Kira Kasarian. And
pick.
This is her.
Okay, yeah, she's pretty.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm surprised like she didn't go further. Oh, there she's like half naked.
Oh, okay. Maybe she's one of those like influencers.
No, I think she's trying to become one and nobody cares, but I don't know. That was her on Thundermans.
Oh, I remember seeing like
you probably like your
not
sisters,
but just like pictures of it, but I've never actually seen it.
Yeah, she's an attractive woman. So
yeah, for sure.
All right.
Jeez, what the heck? I keep working out every day and I still don't look like that. Nuts.
You're in really good shape. I've seen you with a belly shirt on and stuff.
Thanks. I'm still working on it because it's really easy in quarantine just to snack.
Yeah, it really is. Last week I had cake. I went across the street and they have like you just buy like a slice of cake. I had cake like 5 nights last week.
I don't blame you. I've been like chowing down on as many Ben & Jerry's pints as I can get my hands on.
Like the only girl like I would date right now is like in Florida, and like she's not like it's like, and I can't meet anybody now anyway. So even if like I lose like a little bit of like the weight loss, if I gain weight, I'm sorry, I can just lose it again when everybody returns. Like I can't meet anyone anyway right now. So what does it matter? Like, what lunatic girl is gonna come here?
Well, there are lunatics out there. My one friend has been on Bumble and she's been like messaging this guy and everything, things are fine, guy's cute, whatever. He's like, okay, well, like, when can I meet you? And she's like, when this is all over. He's like, no, like soon, like when can I meet you? And she's like, when this is all over, like we are not meeting during this thing. Cause I guess he was in a hospital too. So she's like, absolutely not.
Yeah, just meet me when this is. Yeah, it's like, so it's like, what am I? let me have the cake, and when things go back to normal, I'll get cheap so I can meet somebody. Like, there's nobody I really want to meet. So, like, there's no way to meet anyone. There's no way to meet anyone anywhere, anytime. So,
Yeah, you can't go out to a bar. You can't. Yeah, there's
what
literally nothing. Like,
all,
why don't we, sit 6 feet apart from each other on the walking trail, and we can order takeout and
yeah,
have Grubhub deliver it to us, and it'll be an hour late.
yeah. My only thing is, I do podcasts with you and Andrew Lee. That's all I need. Fuck everybody else, right?
Yeah, fuck them.
Fuck them. All right, that's the episode for today. I'm glad we liked the strain. Next week, what are we gonna watch? The outplay. What is it called?
Outer Banks.
Outer Banks. Sounds scandalous. All right, guys. Tomorrow I'm back with Andrew Lee, talk more about wrestling, and yeah, the Quarantine and Chill with Ashley. Another great episode.
All right, cool. Thanks, Ray.
Thanks.